So let's get this work done.
But Dad, I think we're almost out of sawdust.
I'm on it. That ought to do it.
Well, that was fast.
We made so much sawdust while we were making the benchwork that we figured there had to be something we could use it for. So we swept it up, collected up in buckets and sifted it out and started investigating what scenery items could we use it for. And mostly what we saw was people using it for bushes and trees. But we thought we could make it a natural woody look to the ground with it, especially when you're putting some static grass patchy over the top of it. So to do this, we're using PVA glue, and we're going to spread the PVA around very patchy, just in areas that we feel there'll be trees, bushes, and other plant life that would leave some woody material on the ground. So I'm using kind of a stippling motion as I'm putting the glue down. And then we're going to come back and we just pour the sawdust over the top of it. It sticks real well to the PVA. And it's kind of fun to do. Once we have it in place, we're going to pat it down to make sure we have good contact with the glue. And then we'll let this set and dry overnight in this area. We'll move on to the other side and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to patchy areas. Want to be careful that we don't get glue up on the rocks or get glue onto the backdrop, because we don't want to have the material stuck to the backdrop or on top of the rocks. This is really a fast and easy method for getting some ground materials onto the layout here. And I think it makes a big difference in the look of it. We did the same technique over around the river area and we were really happy with it. So we decided to just continue on doing the same thing. And here Roxy's gonna tap it all into place. And getting back over the corner. And once again, we're going to be careful. We don't want to get it on the plaster rocks and we don't want it on the backdrop. And of course, we could put this as light or as heavy as we want. We might put a little more on this section of the hill. There's going to be a lot of trees up here. I've also found when I'm sprinkling this on steep terrain, if you start at the bottom and work your way up as you're spreading it, it seems to stick much better. Look at him go, patting it down like a boss. And again, this area here is going to have quite a few trees and stuff on it because we want the trains to kind of duck in and out of view as they come around the corner. So we want a lot of woody material on this area too. And there we go, just pour it on. We don't want to be shy. We got plenty of sawdust to go around, so we're going to put a lot up on here. There we go, nice coverage. Now here we are, it's the next day. I'm using my vacuum with a stocking to reclaim all the loose material. I like how it looks on here. It gives that woody appearance. And it looks like a lot of plant material that was deposited on the ground. And when we get the static grass on, you'll really be able to tell that there's something underneath the static grass besides just dirt. So I think it's a really good effect. It's not hard to do, and the sawdust is free. You just want to make sure you get all of the loose material out. Do a really good job vacuuming it. We're going to use the crevice tool to make sure we get to that back corner too. Well, here we are, all done, and it's really nice to see progress taking shape on this section of the track. We got static grass coming soon. So you want to make sure to come back for this next video. We're going to make a big change on this mountain.